Hey Kegrt Racing fans, and welcome to Race 7 in Silverstone with Kegrt Racing Team. Today we're really hoping to continue the form that we showed last race and where we scored some points, and we're looking to do the same thing again. Darulava finishing in 9th, ahead of Al because Al had track limit penalties again. It's something that he really needs to work on for this race and to make sure that it doesn't happen because it could ruin everything for him. If you didn't watch the qualifying on Twitch, we got pole, and it's amazing that we're actually in that sort of area now where we have a chance to actually score some really big points. This is key for us with our championship push. If we can't start getting big points now, then that's it. We're pretty much done. This is where we need to start and really score some big points. I can't see us coming back from this with Verstappen in form and both McLaren drivers consistently finishing up near the top, so we really need to make sure that we're pushing hard. Today we're, going to try and look at what we're going to do for a strategy and everything like that. So I suppose let's just get into the team briefing. Into the race strategy. I don't really see any reason to change it. Unless why can't I change? Oh, there we go. Unless we change it over and go the mediums to begin with, but all that's going to happen is the softs will be the starter, but we'll go for longer. Should we change it up? It's our first time on pole, so maybe we should just revert the strategy back. I'll say the first time on pole. It's the first time for a while I've been on pole. Is there any real reason to go against it? Probably not, really. Let's get a win. Let's actually just get a win first off. All right, let's do it.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Kyle lines up on pole position, and Lando Norris lines up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Verstappen, Russell, Oscar Piastri, Perez, Sainz, Hamilton, Gasly, Darulava, Fernando Alonso, Ocon, Ricciardo, Albon, Hulkenberg, Tsunoda, Stroll, Joe, Bottas, Sargent, and Kevin Magnussen fills the last spot on the grid. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Right, and away we go. Off a bit slowly on this one, but we do manage to go a little bit faster than everyone else. Verstappen trying to catch up to us as he goes along there, putting himself into second from fourth, I think he was sitting at. So he's done fairly well there, and we've managed to keep our spot in the first corner. As it looks like Verstappen is trying to chase us down. And at the back there, Russell slides down past Norris, Leclerc into fifth, and we managed to pull away on Verstappen. So finally finding the right kind of upgrades for this now, after having a tough 2 or 3 races before this. And hopefully we can stay in front of Verstappen. Last time we did this in Saudi Arabia, he zoomed past us, doing pretty well when it come to getting open the DRS. And it looks like he's keeping up with this as we go along. He's not staying without our range as we go a little bit too cute into that corner, cut it too much. And we still manage not to go track limits just yet. And he stays a bit closer up within us now, which isn't great and doesn't look good for us there. We're going to be fighting him by the looks of it. If we can just get ourselves a little bit faster around here. We had a good qualifying. Let's hopefully we can keep that up. As for the first time in a while, we lead a lap. It's all looking gravy at this moment. 1:33, it's not too bad as Verstappen seems to have fallen behind us a little bit now. We haven't been up front in a while. As we do, we pull out of a... get Verstappen out of our DRS zone, and away we off again. Away we off again? Away we go again. And there it is. 3 seconds front of Norris, Russell and Leclerc. It looks like we're still in front of Verstappen, who's slowly catching us again. But we managed to go through the chicanes fairly well. A little bit wide there, but we do manage to save it. Verstappen slightly catching us up again. We kind of need Verstappen not to do this well, actually. He's already first by quite a few points in the championship, so for us to have any sort of chance, we need him to crash out of something this race. As we go fastest lap again. That doesn't look like that's going to happen. We might have to afford to let him catch back up so we can charge our overtake up a bit more. He's nearly 2 seconds behind now, so I think we can afford ourselves to not use it maybe for a little bit. And charge it back up. Keep an eye on that time. Away we go. So he'll probably use his down here and catch us up a little. But look at that, 76% already. So that wasn't a bad corner for us.
Overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on.
There it is to be charged up with and give us a little bit of a boost, but it lets him come up, so it's probably not worth doing that too much. We had gone out to a 2 second lead. Too deep into that corner there. Now Verstappen's all in our rear view. And within our DRS now. It's alright, we can get him back out. Feeling confident in this race. Still no track limits yet. Verstappen's still right up there. Not where we needed him to be as we start closing in on our pit window. Can we manage to pull out on him now? We have again. Oh, that's all we needed to have done. Now we just got to remember that it's really slow coming into here with the Well, not yet. When we pit, it's very slow. Oh, nearly too fast around there, but we managed to save it, and away we go again.
Okay, so
Let's see where our teammate is.
by 6.5 seconds. They're on fresh softs. They're in 9th place. Time last lap,
not bad.
1 minute 31.7.
And away we go. Oh, slow around there for us apparently. 2 laps left. Come on, so far, like, he's kept up with us, nearly 2 seconds, while we've pulled out 4 seconds on mostly everyone else. Still can't break that 2-second barrier. Ooh, would have been close. And away we go. Last lap for this one. Do you reckon Verstappen peels off and goes in now? Because I would have. Especially if I was second. Oh, there he comes. Still closing that gap though. Not much to really commentate on, like we do. I suppose the only thing I can really talk on at the moment is the fact that we are slipping down the order in the standings, and we need to make sure that we're doing a hell of a lot better coming into this. So we need more results like this, but also for the constructors, we need Darulava to step up and catch up a bit further up as well, to give us more in it. Not helping now, and Verstappen not pitting now either, so he'll be going in next lap with us.
Push now, we're boxing this lap.
Ooh, look how close he is to us now. So this is it. So yeah, Darulava needs to catch up and get some bigger points for us to get this constructors back up, and Al might be pushing this. If this is the beginning of a push, it's going to be too late. I mean, there's still 25, 26 points. So let's say minimally without the point that you get for the fastest lap so far still in this season. There's 250 points left in the season, probably less now after this. And we need Verstappen not to do as well as he's doing right now. Crash out or do something like that. Because he's too far in front for us to catch up. If he does it, like, yes, we get the points, more points than he does, but it's going to be a hard slog to try and catch him if he keeps getting seconds or thirds. Really need him to crash out or something for a few of these races and thus score big points.
Remember, Remember, box this lap.
Not even crashing out. Jesus, he's caught back up to us.
Make sure you don't spin.
I don't have the overtake on. I thought I did. It's not going to help us any as we go in now. He'll probably come in with. No, he goes through. So Verstappen doesn't pit and continues on. It's interesting.
Okay, hold.
Yes!
Red flag, we're going to keep you there. Okay,
What happened there, though?
Incident on track resulting in loose debris. Fortunately, the marshals have managed to clear it up in time, and there are... free stop, so let's think very carefully about our strategy for the rest of this race.
Well, we were just coming in, so we might as well go... Where are we up to? Yeah, so we're suspended lap 9, restarting lap 11, but have we got the... We were just coming in. What does this mean? We were coming in for it, so surely we're on yellows, right? Surely I'm on yellows. Come back in.
Again.
I've got to come back in! Oh no, I've got to come back in because they didn't swap him out. As the restart gets us going well with Verstappen on his mediums, but it's screwed us. I was in the pits, I was pitting. And I got 7 laps to try and... Oh no!
The car behind's just boxed for mediums. Car behind on the medium tyre now.
I'm sure it'll tell us if we haven't. I knew I should have swapped it out. That would have been the second compound that we had to go for, surely. Leclerc's still on softs and everything as well, so surely it's okay. Oh no. What has happened? And now our gearbox is in trouble. I'm retiring! What has happened to this race? What just happened? I don't really know what to say about that one. Verstappen wins again, which is horrible for us. Lando coming in second and Oscar fifth is good points for McLaren there. Darulava finishing ninth for us is probably the saving grace. Another 2 points coming our way, which does nothing in the grand scheme of championships. Al's, I think, either slipped down to ninth or stays at ninth. Darulava stays at 11th, 5 points ahead of Gasly. And we sit there at fifth with Aston Martin breathing down our necks. We really need to start getting some really big points coming to this constructors standings. As you can see, the push for both titles is not great. We're pretty much done with in the constructors. There's no chance of us winning that one, I'd imagine. There's only like a 0.00001% chance of us winning the Drivers' Championship with L. I don't see that happening this season either, but who knows, weirder things have happened. If Verstappen starts having a bit of form or a luck like we've had, then you never know. Things could turn our way, but I don't see that happening. Looking at the race there, for us, let's start with Al did not bad to keep himself in front, and the strategy we had to begin with was sound. Red flag happened, and a mix-up with as we were pitting. We didn't put on the second compound that we are required to race with, and come out back on softs, and then had to go back in, and then engine trouble and engine failure. So for the first time, not our problem, not our fault, sorry. And then also another good thing is that Al had no track limits, which was great. So it's a good, we're going to take the positives out of this race because unfortunately I feel like it just, the fate was against us and just took that race away from us. Darulava starting I think at 12th from memory on the grid, if I can remember. Give me 2 seconds, I can check that. Yeah, Darulava started at 11th, sorry, and then climbed up 2 spots to 9th, which is amazing. So he's consistently finishing higher than he starts, which is great. We just need him to finish a bit higher again, and we need Al to actually finish a goddamn race so we can get some points. Taking a look at what, well, not a look, but talking about what actually happened, how is it that both Mercedes drivers and both McLaren's drivers ended up spitting out like that, and then still Norris finished second and Russell finished fifth with Hamilton finished ninth? How? They both span out. They should have been at the back after all that sort of stuff. I know it restarted pretty quickly, but something must have gone really wrong during the rest of the race for them to come back up that far. They couldn't have started off that far up the race. But, I mean, we didn't go with our mediums, and then look at, even if we had have gone on our mediums, it wouldn't have helped us in the end anyway. So, unfortunately, the racing, and we just got to cop that on the chin, and we're moving on. Next race is going to be in Belgium, and I can't wait to race this one. Looking to score points again, do really well in qualifying, and just try and see where we end up in the end of the season. You never know. I'm not going to give up, but we're going to give it a good hot try. So make sure that you do follow us live on Twitch. Do follow us on Twitch to see all the races live, on Instagram for updates, on TikTok for all the highlights, and on YouTube where you're watching this, obviously, to relive every race from season 1 up until now. We'll probably not once. The first 2 seasons, we didn't do it like this. We did little recaps of everything. So take a look anyway. I feel like this is better. All right, guys, thank you very much for joining us this week. I hope the race was good from what you saw. A big crash, a big thing there, which is, I mean, you don't want to see it, but you kind of do. But I'm hoping we can do better and finally get some points this race coming up. All right, guys, thank you very much for joining us, and I'll see you on track next time.
PlayStation